Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into part 4 of my Thor celebration. The premiere of the Thor movie is just about a day away on May 6th of 2011, and I've been celebrating the coming release by doing videos and peeks into Thor related items. And for part 4, we're going to take a peek at the Marvel Legends Loki action figure by Toy Biz. This set was first released around 2006 and is part of the Onslaught series of Marvel Legends. And I got this set at a website called Amazing Comics, and I'll post a link to their website down below. And I paid $9, almost $10 for this set. It was on a clearance sale, I guess. Taking a look at the figure in the package here, you can see Loki, the god of mischief there. He's got quite a few items to go with the figure here. He's got not a trading card, but a game card. Looks like he has a sword here. And of course you can see the Build-A-Figure part behind the card. And behind everything else is a comic, recreation of Journey into Mystery, number 116, and a nice picture of Loki there with the Build-A-Figure part. It looks like it's going to be the right arm of Onslaught there. Taking a look here at the back of the package, we can see up above some statistics for Loki there, and a description over here. And then we have other figures in the Onslaught series. We have Blackheart, Lady Deathstrike, Pyro, Loki, Abomination, and Green Goblin. And the variations in this, or variants in this particular series, is Loki with a different, looks like a head sculpt here with a different headpiece there. And then we have Abomination that comes with a scarred variant, and Green Goblin, which has an unmasked variant. We'll be right back and have Loki out of the package. Alright, we're back and we have Loki out of the package, and for the price that I paid for this set, I think I got a very nice deal. The set comes with quite a few items, and the figure is a lot more decent than I expected it to be. My expectations were set pretty low, but I was quite surprised at how decent the figure is. And we'll get into the figure in a little bit, but first we'll go ahead and take a look at all of the items that come with the figure. First up, we have here the Build-A-Figure piece, which is the right arm of Onslaught there. And it's actually nicely sculpted. I really like the detail that's gone into this arm here. It's just very well done. And you can see the talon-like fingers there. And it's very neat. The only thing with this piece here are the fingers. They're made of a very soft rubber, and I was afraid that I might tear the not rubber, but plastic, rubberized plastic at the joints here, at the base of the fingers, and it's just a very soft rubberized type plastic, and I had to be very careful in loosening it from the hinge joint there. But once you get it moving, okay, it's all right. It's still, like I said, it's a little soft, so you don't really want to start bending the fingers at the tips. You want to grab it by the base of the fingers there. But this is the Build-A-Figure piece that comes with the Loki figure, the right arm of Onslaught, and it's a very nice piece. Next thing we'll take a look at here is the gaming card that comes included. And of course it's of Loki, and it's a plot twist type of card. I never played the game, So I don't know how this card applies, if it's a rare card or a powerful card, I don't know. Interesting to note that the picture of this particular Loki is in his classic costume there. And you can see him taunting his stepbrother there in frog form. On there, it's very interesting. And the card is called Might Makes Right on there, and it's part of the Versus system there. Very neat card. I plan to keep it just for the artwork alone. Some other items that come included is a subscription card for, I'm not sure for what, Adventures of Spider-Man here, or Ultimate Spider-Man. I guess you had your choice, but this is long since expired back in 2007 there. So a pretty useless card now. Next thing can take a look at here are the instructions on how to put Onslaught together. And also the backing card. They recommend you trimming around the edges there and placing it onto the base there. And nothing on that side. Next thing we'll take a look at here is the recreation of Journey into Mystery number 116 before it became Thor. And this cover I don't believe was the original cover. I think this is a redone cover here. And you can see the Loki here that matches the figure in design there. And Thor in chains there. And I believe this is the original cover for Journey into Mystery number 116. And I believe this was published in the very late 60s. On here doesn't show the date. 1965, mid 60s on here, and it's very Kirby-esque. Well, it is drawn by Jack Kirby, and written by Stan Lee, and inked by Vince Colletta, and very early, I guess, issues of involving Thor. And even the Executioner makes an appearance in this comic, and the Enchantress as well. Looks like a story set on Asgard though, which is pretty nice. And you got the great Kirby artwork there. Odin taking a bath there. And very cool layouts for Jack Kirby style. I really am a fan of Jack Kirby on there. Very interesting. Even Iron Man makes an appearance. It looks like the Avengers actually. A very nice issue here, and really goes back on here. Although I noticed, I think it's the computer printing of this. It doesn't quite look like it recreates the original comic truly, with the computer printing there instead of the 4-color printing. And that's the thing with these reprints, using the computer technology to do the reprints. It just doesn't recreate the original comic as well as if you went with the 4-color process that this comic was originally printed with on there. But still a nice issue in 116 there. Next thing we'll take a look at here is the backing card on there. And it doubles as a diorama piece, and you can see an empty throne here. And this can be inserted using a display base there to stand it up on there. Very nice. And some of the accessories we'll go over. We have here a sword with some looks like runic type symbols there. I don't know if it can get it into focus there. You can see it. Pretty neat, or some Norse language. I'm not sure on there. And it's very soft and very pliable plastic. You can see it's already bent in several places along the sword there. And you got a painted handle there, and you got a nice hilt on there. Pretty cool. Now on to this here. This is the cape for Loki, and just not happy with this cape at all. The good things about this cape is it's got a nice texture surface detail on here. On the outside you can see it's more like a fur type texture. It's simulated fur texture. And on the other side you can see some of the stitching details that went in to put the cloak together. It's actually kind of neat. But this thing is a very thick piece of plastic, and not typical of the Toy Biz cape. It's very thick and rigid on there, and you got some peg holes that can be pegged into the back of the figure. So that was kind of neat that this is removable, because I don't plan to put this on the figure, because being very thick and heavy puts a lot of weight on the figure, and it tends the figure, you can't really balance the figure with the cape on. So I plan to keep the cape off the figure here. And the pegs here are not even painted. Over here I still got the green there. So, but that's the cape. Now onto the figure, and this is I was quite surprised. I wasn't expecting much based on some videos I saw of this figure, and I was pleasantly surprised at how much more better constructed than I thought it would be. It still has quite a few misses, but we'll go over into the detail of this figure here. First up, we take a look at the head sculpt, and I'm not too fond of the head sculpt. He looks very, I don't know how to say it, old. He's got lots of wrinkles on his face. And this is a character that grew up with Thor, so he's relatively the same age. So while Thor is got this youthful appearance, this particular figure has an aged appearance, which I'm not too happy with. I wish this figure represented the classic costume of Loki instead of what looks like an Asgardian type of appearance here, with the more I guess fantasy based Loki instead of one that was in the comics from the 60s to the 80s. But still, it's decently designed. It's got this nice rough surface here for the mantle. You got the armor here, which really limits the articulation here. I plan to make a cut on the sides there, and probably along the back there to loosen up or to free some of the articulation there. And some more of this here, this overhang that's actually quite thin. I wish the cape was made at least a little bit thicker than this, but or as thin as this, but they didn't. So because this is a very nice type material here. And one thing I gotta mention is the legs on this are very weak at the joints, at the knees. So the leg is, when I got this out of the package, was bent outwards, and it's still a little bent outwards. But I plan to blow some hot air onto this and then straighten it out in the future there. But it's very nice. So you can see more surface detail on the armor there, shoulder armor, and also along the wrist there. It's actually kind of neat. And he's got this headdress, of course, with the typical horns that go with Loki. He's got a nice design in the middle. It's kind of cool. And hair covering there, and that's kind of neat. Going over the articulation of Loki, the head I believe can go all the way around. Of course, it's kind of restricted with this hair covering here, and of course the armor at the sides, but you can get it all the way around, and also up and down because it's on a hinged joint as well. The arms are very restricted because of this shoulder piece here, so it can go up and back a little bit, and out that far, but due to this piece of armor there. It does go all the way around the bicep, double joints at the elbows, and this is interesting. There is a swivel just above the wrist and at the wrist as well, so I'm not really sure why they included two swivel joints so close together. My only guess is they wanted to up the articulation count on this because it's on both arms here. It's rather useless. I'm not sure why they have two swivel joints so close together. And the hands also do bend in and out. This figure does have a torso joint, so it can bend down, up, and back, as well as a waist joint that's ratcheted and it can go all the way around. The legs are joined at the torso with a ball-hinged swivel joint that's very similar to the Masters of the Universe Classics. You can see the peg going into the leg there. That allows the leg to go up, down, back, out to the side, and all the way around the top of the thigh. Double joints at the knees, which is nice, although the joint itself is rather soft plastic there. And the legs rotate at the top of the boot, and the feet do bend up and down, but there is no ankle articulation, even though it looks like it was designed that way, but may have changed at the last minute. I'm not sure. But the foot does go up and down on this hinge joint there, and it does have toe articulation. In the end, I really do like this figure, even though it does have quite a few shortcomings. It's a lot better than I expected it to be, and I'm actually quite happy with this particular figure. And there's just a lot of items that come with the figure as well, and for the price I paid for it, I think I got a really nice deal with this. But this is my casual peek into the Marvel Legends Loki action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.